Hey friends, welcome to Green River Sawyers. I'm getting the trailer ready to go. This morning I'm going down to the lower part of South Carolina to pick up some cedar. It's hard to find any kind of cedar worth anything here in the upstate. So I'm going down the middle of the state to pick up a load, probably 2 loads. Of course, it ain't that far from it, maybe an hour and a half drive. It ain't that bad to get good cedar at a good price. So I'm gonna go pick that up for a job, and I'm gonna bring y'all guys along with me. You know how hard it's gonna be to go near halfway to the beach, have to turn around? I'm a beach bum, that's gonna be hard, but here we go. $58, that ain't too bad. Of course, I already had half the tank. Basically, the people I'm buying it from basically go in and have to buy people's logs, and they saw them, and I go to that place and pick them up, and they're pretty nice. Can't complain. Here's one I'm getting. There's the other one. That one ended up being a little too small for me, so I'm going to leave it laying. So one of the logs that we was going to get, it didn't quite make it. It had a bad spot in it. That's the thing with cedar. I mean, they look good when they're standing, and you think they're gonna be solid all the way through, but when you cut into them, you may find rot. I mean, cedar's really activating because of that. So we're going back in the woods. This guy said he had one he fucking cut up here. We're not gonna grab all what we thought, but we're still gonna make it worth the trip. That's the good thing. So I came to get 5, and I'm gonna be leaving with 3. Kind of a setback a little bit, but it's all part of the game, really. I mean, that just goes to show you, but you never really know what you're gonna get into. And not saying anything about this guy, the logs are good, but the thing is, nobody can tell what cedar's gonna be like inside. And at this point, most time I could deal with a little bit of a, not so good of a log, but on this job I cannot. They gotta be number ones, and cedar gives you what it gives you. Nobody can tell until you cut them down. So I'm going home, not empty-handed. So that's a good thing. So it's the next morning here at the mill, and let me show you the logs I got from yesterday. So one's on the sawmill already. It's right back there, ready to be cut, and the other 2 right up here. These are the other 2. It's them 2, and that one at the mill, the one I got yesterday. And I also got these up here that my brother-in-law got for me. If you're watching this, I sure do appreciate it, Reeves. So I got these up here. These are some big boys right here. These will also go to that job as well, towards that job. But still probably gonna need a few more, maybe 3 or 4. But I'd rather need 3 or 4 than 7 or 8. So we're still in good shape, Even though I didn't get quite as much I wanted to yesterday, I'm planning on hopefully go back tomorrow and get another load. We'll see how that goes. But for today, I can't go today and get another load because he don't have the logs ready. So I'm gonna saw what I have today, and so that way I'll know exactly what I need. I got my list over here, but I need 9 9x9s by 10, or by 9 foot. I say 10 foot because that way they can have room to square. Whew, it's cold this morning. So what's going to change blades here? I actually just changed my mind on that because these logs may have some trash in them, and I would rather hit that trash with an old blade than a new blade. And I will more than likely change the blade. If this one ain't no good, I'll change the blade before I actually get in working with it, the actual log, the timber that I need. But it's better to start out with a log you don't know with a little bit not so good blade, personally. So that way it's easy to, you won't be so upset to replace an old blade than a new blade, because these blades are expensive. Look at that. I got to see this. Man, cedar is beautiful. It's almost pink. I guess it is pink. But right now, I'm just getting this log cleaned up, getting the bark off of it, and getting it down to maybe as big as the camp will go. Then I'm going to take it down to 9x9 and get off all I can around it till it comes to a 9x9. So that way I have some 1x left over. All right, so here's the 3 cut. Now these right here are the 3 that I went and got yesterday. And buddy, ain't they beautiful? Really tickled how they turned out. Yesterday, I might have went and got 2 more than I actually originally planned, but if they're this good, I will go back and get more. Because I mean, there ain't no rot in the middle, there ain't no rot nowhere. I mean, they're a good, solid cedar. And for some reason, there's none like this around here. I mean, if this cedar's at the house, it's right down the road, I mean, there'd be rot all the way through it. It's the craziest thing. But I've been hearing, and I've been told by quite a few people that they grow better in the middle of the South Carolina, middle of the state. Closer to the ocean you get, the better off. I mentioned that, how cedar can be so unpredictable. And what I mean by that is this right here. Now, this log right here was probably about 18 inches around. It looks solid on both ends. It looked really good. Then when I cut into it, it looks like this. Here's one side of it. You can see, it looks perfect from this side. There's nothing wrong with it. A good solid log. Then you go over here, and then you got this right there. That's just rot and basically in the middle of the log. Now, could you use it? Yeah, you could definitely still use it. But it depends if the customer wants to deal with that or not. And you can see right here how deep it goes. I mean, look, my blade just disappears. And it's probably only like a little bit right here, probably. And a person could pour that with epoxy and make it good. All right, so now I've got 4 9x9s and 2 8x8s. And also I've got 10 1x7s right here. He needed those to put around the top and the bottom to wrap them so that way it looks clean up at the top and the bottom. If I'm not mistaken, I think he said these are gonna be porch poles. We'll see. But I called the customer and I told him about this bad spot here. Did cut it down a little bit, and it's not quite as bad as it was. He mentioned putting the cedar shavings in there, or the sawdust that we cut off, and filling it with glue and finishing that off. And I told him he's more than welcome to do that, and I would discount this log because of that. But if he tells me, hey Matt, that's not pretty, I need a nicer log, of course I'll give him a better log. But if he wants to work with it and I'll discount it, we'll do that too. We try to make the customer as happy as possible at all cost. Within the best reason we can. So, and something I talked to my brother about in his about these videos is it might be kind of interesting for the customers that we can tell, hey, we got a video coming up about us sawing your lumber, and maybe they can go on and watch it and see their lumber being sawed. I thought it might be kind of cool, and knowing that that's their lumber, that we're sawing. But I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm going tomorrow to pick up, hopefully tomorrow, to pick up a few more logs to finish up this order. I need 3 more timbers. But so I'm going to call it here. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.